and won the war. This is the greatest country in the world. When we go to win a war, we win it.
The least dangerous with medical value.
We all know what happened to Nixon's history, but we all know that he used the demonstrator to divert attention from his illegal bombing of Cambodia.
Look at the context in which these drugs erupted into the culture in the 60s. We were conducting a vicious war in Southeast Asia.
Where did this policy come from? Unfortunately, I have conducted an inquiry into this, and I have determined that drug prohibition laws came for reasons of racism, empire building, and ignorance.
I mean, in Nixon's mind, I think drugs were associated with not liking Nixon.
War on drugs. War on drugs.
Put that line back in your like funny little cave I made you. Alright, this is San Julian right here. This is fucking like that is the spot, dude. I walk down San Julian, we will get all that. That dude, you can yeah, all that fucking this tent city right here. This is San Pedro, Grand. All this shit, this is just nothing but drugs. This is considered a neutral territory to gangs, like all different gangs, Bloods, Crips. There's streets like for a place of art. Yeah, but you should put that
least
camera
dangerous
down.
with medical value.
We all know what happened to Nixon's history, but we all know that he used the demonstrator to divert attention from his illegal bombing of Cambodia.
Look at the context in which these drugs erupted into the culture in the 60s. We were conducting a vicious war in Southeast Asia.
Where did this policy come from? Unfortunately, I have conducted an inquiry into this, and I have determined that drug prohibition laws came for reasons of racism, empire building, and ignorance.
I mean, in Nixon's mind, I think drugs were associated with not liking Nixon.
Back when I was in college, we used to cross the Mexican border to buy pharmaceutical speed.
What about the Yes, blackout, psychosis, delusions, putting my wrist, things like that. Really? Yeah. Seeing things, demons and stuff. Pretty realistic. Very realistic.
Is drug related?
Former Governor Gary Johnson.
Who's he?
He was the governor of New Mexico. Trying to legalize drugs.
Oh yeah, that's why he's not the governor.
Well, he's 8 years. But what do you think about him? What do you think would happen to America?
Well, you know that guy. If I knew he was going to be on your camera, I probably wouldn't be talking. Because that's a defeatist attitude. That's right, New Mexico. But you should never have a defeatist attitude and give up because you say you can't solve a problem. So let's give up on bank robberies. Let's make everything legal.
The way I look at it basically is we have gotten to where we've gotten today, and I think it's because of politicians and drugs have become the easy boogeyman to put all blame.
I'm the only politician you want to call me that will tell it like it is.
The judge ordered me to go to treatment, and I'm not able to go to treatment. This is what I'm getting. This is what I'm getting. Chain gang, county jail. I'm afraid I may. If I don't get into drugs rehab right away, like within the first 12 hours of my release.
Drug war, non-violent drug.
They trade their stock on Wall Street based upon the number of people that are in jail. If that isn't sick, if that isn't the best definition of sickness in a society, in a culture, in a civilization, I can't tell you what is.
He's in custody right now for certainly under the influence of PCP, but certainly for the vandalism. He's also probably for ADW against a police officer because he was throwing glass at police officers. And once again, completely incoherent and drug-induced crime, really.
But drugs. And so they're experimenting now more. And I believe we will have a whole menu of new drugs. And these drugs will not be regulated because the government has driven drugs underground.
I got my jet prescription, like my comments of DEA and working. international narcotics investigations, and I told them, look, we have gathered intelligence that the Contras are involved in drug trafficking down in El Salvador. And then he just smiled, shook my hand, and walked away from me. And it was then and there that I knew that my government knew that these atrocities were occurring.
They were so.
I remember down in Central America, we were refueling planes full of cocaine coming into the U.S., and it was a CIA operation being run by the White House.
And to read the book, it was fascinating for me, to find out that I was connected with the CIA and all these high-powered people up in the government.
With terminal lung cancer, of only wanting to get high.
The people who are waging the war on drugs have every interest in continuing to do so, because especially medicines like hallucinogens. And I think we all agree in these discussions that what they do is they allow you to change your perspective and to think outside of the box that you're closed into. And that's the last thing that this power structure wants, is for you to think outside of the box. In fact, they'd rather make your box smaller.
But here's an opportunity to have a...
They're not protecting people. They're not protecting society. I can drive stoned. I can't drive drunk. But alcohol's legal because I don't know how to make whiskey. Do you know how to make whiskey?
It makes me feel better as a physician to know that the medical board sees marijuana as a drug and they are dealing with it as a medication, because that's the truth.
If it wouldn't have been money in drugs, I never would have been involved. But for me, it was a way to get out of the ghetto. It was a way to have the American dream.
Look in the mirror, it's a 5-0. I shouldn't have smoked so much weed.
I shouldn't have done so much blow. Welcome everybody to another drunk news report. We have a bunch of crazy stuff to go over. And yes, most likely we're going to go over the banana cleaner first. That's how I roll. That's just how I roll, y'all. Y'all know this by now, and if you're new to this, this is how I roll.
Look in the mirror,
Strangers looking back at me.
Room on the Titanic, rocking like I see.
Don't you know sometimes? Welcome everybody. Hope you're having a wonderful whatever part of the solar or lunar cycle that you're involved in right now. Morning, evening, nighttime, midnight, early in the morning, dusk, sunset, whatever the fuck is going on in your world. I hope you're having a good one. And if not, we're gonna make you laugh at least. You'll definitely laugh during this stream. And if not, you don't have a soul, and you need to check yourself, I guess. Go out and touch some grass if you don't find any jovialness in what we're doing.
Don't you know sometimes?
That's just motherfucking how I roll.
Don't you know sometimes? Don't you know sometimes?
When the pressure gets too much,
and I hear the sirens call, say maybe just one more time. Say maybe just one more time.
That's just how I roll. Yeah, just how I roll, y'all. We'll say hello to the side chat in just a minute. Once we bring in our guests, we'll say hello to all of you. So thank y'all for being here again. It's going to be an interesting stream for sure. For sure, it's going to be interesting. And like we always say, if you would like to join us from the side panel or the side chat, just message one of us and we'll get you the link and you can join us. Because we definitely love having guests on here and getting everybody's point of view. And then, of course, for the heck of it.
Wait a second. Are you a flat earther?
There we go. And there's one of our other openings. So we have a poll going on the side chat. It looks like we have Coke Tobacco Plants is 44, 33 is the Camel Beauty Contest, and Tentacle Nails is 22, and Trans Jesus is 0. We are going to go over the banana cleaner for men. That is our first subject. So let me begin bringing in our guests. I'm going to try to do this in the background, but let me get to here and then there. And okay, let's bring in our first guest, which is
Mama.
Oh, Mama.
Hello.
Hi, Mama. How are you doing?
I'm good.
Awesome. We are glad to hear that. Have you been working on any videos?
Just got my What the Hell Karen done for tomorrow, so yep.
Awesome.
Got some fun ones in there, so yeah.
Sweet. Okay. I'm trying to get the second thing set up for but
yeah,
we'll get on our next person. I don't have one made for them exactly yet, but it is coming to fruition very, very soon. But our next guest is the...
Some people without brains do an awful lot of talking, don't they?
Yes, I guess you're right.
I don't talk a lot.
And
no, you never do.
Nah.
No, not at all.
Especially not when I'm drunk.
Yeah.
So how's you people doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good.
I was just thinking, slap some glasses on that scarecrow and man, spit an image of you.
Thanks, Mom.
You're welcome.
That's great. Yes. So does it have? Oh, it is. It is in this one. Okay. So here is our next intro.
Oh.
We're not seeing
I
that.
did not realize there was that much in between, so just give me one more millisecond.
Gotcha.
Your mic, Slim.
Okay, hold on.
Just a heads up. Nothing we won't survive.
Okay, that
right.
That should have fixed that.
Yeah, I don't hear any more static.
Okay. Oh. I know. I'm sorry to make you all wait, but here's our next intro.
I don't mind you edging us.
Mm-hmm.
So here we below with this.
Please come out of there.
Are you looking at me?
Yes. Is that a dildo in your pocket?
No, I'm just happy to see you.
Hey, I've heard that one.
I just need
Every
one.
shoplifter makes that same joke.
Every shoplifter says that same thing. Anyways, hi Vila, how are you doing?
I'm good, thanks. How are you, hon? You good?
I am definitely jovial after re-looking over the categories that we picked for today. So it's going to be very, very interesting.
I think I know what one is. And if it is, if it is Tentacle Nails, the thing I'm thinking of, I've seen so many pictures of them.
Yeah, and I didn't mention it's so it's glass tentacle nails and glass butt plugs all combined together, and I didn't know how to word that properly, so it is I don't know. It's this
It might not
glass
be what I'm
artist.
thinking of,
It's a
though.
yeah, maybe not. There's a glass artist who's making these like weird thingy bobbers, and it's a butt plug. Glass butt plugs. How could I not go over that subject? So,
Yeah, why not?
Wow.
Yeah, especially
Yeah,
while I'm
why
on
not?
screen.
Not what I thought it was then.
yeah, it's this whole
Does it
world.
come with a link where we can order them?
Yeah, no, we're definitely gonna show where they came from, or who you're gonna be coming on, or how you're gonna be coming on to these things. But anyways,
Or how they fit in, or how they fit into the subject.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I think he can hand blow any kind of size, dimension, or shape or whatever. So you can do custom orders, I believe, from this person. But yeah. Well, that's what it is. It's all hand blown glass that this person is making these
how
artwork
does
pieces
that
out
work?
of.
Is it a hand job or a blow job?
It's a blow rim job. So if you've not voted in the poll, go ahead and do that in the side chat. We're going to wait a little bit longer. The first thing we're going to go over today is the banana cleaner for men.
Well, I hope so. Well, I wouldn't say. Well, yeah, okay.
So just like they do with like the back massagers that you buy at the hair and nail salons or the hair stores, it's made for you to clean your junk as a male. I don't know exactly why you need this, but when I saw it, I was like, we have to fucking go over this.
Yeah, you can just use some soap for that.
I mean, if you're screwing a like really, really nasty hooker or street person or something, I guess, like you smoke a lot of crack and you fucking crack whore or something, maybe I guess you need it, but I don't know why you need to like wash it this much. It does not make
I don't think any amount of cleaning your dick will undo that dirt.
No, I know it doesn't make any sense for some reason about this, but like here we are in the current state of whatever the hell is going on.
Well, we have shampoo for our hair. We have shampoo, kid shampoo. Why not for the man hammock?
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so it is the automatic banana cleaning tool for men, and this is what it looks like.
Automatic? What the hell?
Yeah, you press the button and it just cleans your shaft. I think it's for jerking off some way, shape, or form. I just don't know how that exactly works.
That makes no sense to me.
Blatantly just for jerking off. It's
got to be.
I guess.
It's a way of tapping into men's yeah. You know how there's a whole women want discreet packaging or for their dildos and all this sort of stuff.
Exactly.
If a guy has to spend that much money on a masturbation tool,
but
it's like it's a bit stigmatizing, isn't it? It's like, they don't get laid enough that they have to spend money on something just to wank with to make it interesting. Do you get?
Yeah, well, when you work at the porn store, there's all kinds of like fleshlights and all kinds of like weirdy thingy-mabobbers, but like this is totally like one of those. But anyways,
it says it's in the fruit and veggie.
Why
it's
not?
Fruit and veggie tool.
Section.
Do they mean this is literally for bananas? Who the hell cleans their banana?
Exactly. Well, that's why we already know that it's like a fake thing.
That's what they're saying it is. So people can have
it is just for men. I see the for men on the bottom there in quotes.
It's just like it's just like when you go into a head shop and they say they're not bongs, they're water pipes. Or
just different words. Yeah.
Once again, I've been clean
bongs, but they're for smoking tobacco.
Yeah, exactly.
Not so marijuana.
It's so it is.
Here's the other thing, just quickly. If it's registered as a banana cleaning tool, then it has to go through way less safeguarding things than an actual sex toy.
Sure.
Which means that isn't technically safe to put your willy in. They've never said it is safe to put your willy in.
If I were a man,
your willy because you've used it, we're not responsible. Which means they can actually use shit material, silicone stuff that's not waterproof or watertight, any of these things. So it even though it's like they're hinting at this is for your dick, technically it's not, and they don't get in any trouble for it.
And there's no speed settings. You don't know how fast that thing is going.
Yeah.
That would scare the shit out of me if I were a guy. I wouldn't be putting my dick in that thing.
Yeah.
Real one. Guys, it's your dick. Come on. Be nice to it. I know they say beat the meat, but they don't mean actually.
You gotta treat it nicely if you want it to work for you. Come on.
It just has brushes, so it's not really like hardcore. So I mean, I don't know that it's that. But anyway, so this little cleaning brushes.
We don't know, like there's
Sandpaper lining.
different grades of silicone, isn't there? Like then there's that special grade silicone that is safe for use in sex toys, and that's not the same silicone that would be used.
It's called food safe.
Yeah, food safe. It wouldn't be the same for this, would it?
Well, no.
Well, it's for bananas,
actually,
so it should.
No. Hold on. Well, that it is made to be a sex toy, so they do actually go to all the specs.
Okay.
Just because it isn't, because they don't want to get sued in the first place. So most of the time, these things actually do it. No, but still,
they can't get sued.
But still, if they make it for, that's why they put for men, is because they intend on people putting their junk into it. So they actually will make it safe for it.
Yeah.
When I was working in the porn store, half the things we had said don't put inside your body, and it was made to put inside your body. And it's safe because they don't want to discontinue their product. They want their product to keep being used. They want to keep selling it. There's no reason for them to make this for a month, have everybody and their mom say, no, I damaged my junk, I can't ever use this, and then them take it off the market. They actually do make this safe for it. It's just marketed differently so that it, just like the back massagers, everything is up to code for those, for you to put them underwater, for you to squirt all over. They do make them somewhat up to it. I don't know about where y'all live, but in the Americas,
Harry Warp's been going through the page and stuff. So
Harry says here, intelligent interaction, built-in, innovative pressure sensing module. The more pressure it is subjected to, the more
frequency.
The frequency.
Yeah,
amplitude
so it's made.
It vibrates.
Yeah, no. So it is made for sticking your cock
static
into.
Again.
Slim?
Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Share my screen for a second, because I opened the link that Harry provided for the Amazon.
Yeah. Give me
just to take away any doubt. I'll show you a few more.
Sure. No, and that's exactly what we're trying to get at. And I already knew this was for some kind of.
And honestly, if you're going to clean your penis in that thing, you better be hard first, because I don't think it'll work if you're flashy.
It better be for no. You totally have to.
Then, Queen's here. Do you want me to just add her in, or do you want to do her intro?
There's a bunch of them.
Baby's here. Let me do the intro, and then if
Sunshine wants to join as well.
Yeah, if somebody would send her a link, that would be awesome. If not, I'll send her one in just a minute. But I want to do the intro.
I'll just send her one now. Hang on.
Harry was saying most are in sex toys, and a few are under laundry.
So after we let in our queen, we will get into the thicket of delving into the banana cleaner.
She truly is a queen today.
And there is my baby. Hi, my love.
Figure I let everybody see what I look like when I get home from work before I go and change my clothes.
Okay,
so
baby.
yes, I'm actually dressed up for once. See.
There you go. I like that color on you. It's a nice color on you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm hot.
We know.
I know you are.
That's why Slim's with you.
So there,
thank you.
where is the link posted that I was supposed to use?
For what?
Oh, it is here. Okay. I mean, I can grab it from here. The Amazon, the first one or the second one? Which are they the same? Which one? The first or second?
Probably the same. Wait, I'll post the one that I just opened in the private thingy.
Okay.
The thing that gets me with that thing is there probably are people that bought it for their bananas.
Oh God, yeah, there will be.
Not realizing.
And then their kids are
Mary,
gonna
I've
be
sent
like,
it to you on Discord, hon. There you go.
Okay. This is interesting for sure. Oh shit! Did we not say hello to the side chat?
I don't think we did. I've been saying hi.
Skits. Hey, Skitzers. Sydney. The hairy demon. Nerdy.
Hairy demon. The way
Beck,
you said that.
yeah, exactly. The hairy demon. And let's see if there's anybody else in the side chat that we didn't say hello to, please. And then
we have Queen Cat Lady.
Mary. There we go. How are you doing?
Hello.
Hello.
We have the Queen Cat Lady.
Hi,
and
sis. I'm
Phil,
here.
And
I might steal you from him.
That's right.
I'm just trying to change my clothes.
Okay,
All right,
so
go
that
for
is
it.
the one that I believed is that it was. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to open this up and I'm going to have somebody just begin reading it. And please don't stop yet about reading it. What I want to do is I want to go through most of the specs first, and then we'll talk about the aspects of them. Okay. And there's multiple pictures on that one. That's what I thought. And that's one I have.
Say something before you start. There's a video on the Amazon thing of a woman who's bought it, and he's doing a review of it as a vegetable cleaner.
That's what.
An actual vegetable
Wow, that high pitch.
Either share that.
Holy shit.
What I would like you to do, Vila, is I want you to share that later. So as of right now, I'm going.
What did I tell you, Vila?
I agreed. I'm like, I know that's gonna happen. It's gonna be true. And there's a video.
So, baby, our poor son is already knocked the hell out when we just walked in the door.
Oh wow.
He got fat at dinner, and now he's passed out.
Of course. Just like all men. Uh-huh.
So I'm going to go through the photos
kidding.
as well in just a second, and we'll talk about all of that. But can I get one of you lovely people to read? It's better that way, or as of right
Mama
now.
might have to. I don't have my glasses on yet.
And or Vila or whoever, because I'm going to step away for just a second to grab a beer.
So
then,
okay, yeah, go for it.
Okay, when I come back, we'll go over
Yeah,
all
finger
the
to the
stuff.
camera
So,
first.
Yeah.
You didn't forget this time.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's about this item. Please identify the seller. It's CHIMAN on this page. The rest of these sellers are with extremely poor quality, and if there is a problem, they are not responsible. Please identify the seller, and it's a Chinaman, I guess. On this page, 7 to 15. China, I don't know. But it's separated. That's what I think.
Or good vision
Weird.
to read this. Jesus.
Yeah, it's hard. It's a little hard for me, but I'm doing it. On this page, 7 to 15 days, fast delivery, safe and comfortable. The inner liner of this massager is food grade silicone safe material, soft and comfortable, and very durable. I hope so for what it's designed for. We strictly protect the privacy of our customers and will not print any product information on the outer packaging. Okay.
What the hell is that?
Intelligent interaction. Hang on really fast. Built-in innovative pressure sensing module. The more pressure it is subjected to, the more frequency is applied, and amplitude it vibrates. It's an exciting experience. Oh my!
It's an exciting experience for your vegetables.
Would you want to say, Slim?
No, keep going.
Okay. Powerful drive, 9 modes of massage, in which the front and rear vibration amplitude is 1.2 inches. It has a powerful drive that will satisfy you.
What? I don't know
So
about
USB
the other one,
charging.
but 1.2 inches isn't satisfying me.
Yeah, well, the thing is
I think it's
this is a banana cleaner for men. That's what we're looking at right now. That's what this is, a banana cleaner for men. And it talks about this for your bananas. Remember, your bananas need all of this stuff that they just said. So anyways, keep going, Mama.
USB charging. You got to put it back on your own picture.
Right, there we go.
USB charging the 700 mAh lithium battery. I'm not sure what mAh is, sorry. Battery can be used for 100. I have to wait for that to go down. Thank you. For 100 minutes on a single charge. USB charging safe and easy. Okay. No.
You're using
banana. My what? Say it again.
You're using banana cleaner for more than 100 hours. You need to go see a doctor.
Minutes. 100 minutes. 100 minutes. It's over an hour and a half. It's over an hour and a half. Still, it's a long time, isn't it, for that?
No, it is.
I mean, not some guys.
Well, not for personal use. That's different. If it's,
I mean, we're talking 100 minutes.
People, 100 minutes is a long time for personal
long
stuff.
time.
Yeah.
Hold yourself from. Yeah,
I mean,
that's a
If
long
it takes
time.
you an hour and a half to jerk off, you got a problem.
There's a problem there.
Or you really enjoy it.
Although I will admit it right quick. When I used to do crap tons of meth, I was doing that for way longer.
Okay, that's
I think it depends. It depends on what's in your your body.
That's different.
Yeah.
But that's different. And once again, I've been clean for a gazillion years, so whatever. But anyways,
So-
is there more? Keep going, Mama.
I'll read the note. Note: our banana cleaner machine is not waterproof. It needs to be disassembled after each use, and the silicone sleeve cleaned separately.
Oh, cheese and rice.
That's annoying.
Not.
Yeah.
Oh, which is not good
That's
because
not efficient.
don't you want to use lube with this at least? So like,
Something in
if it's
there. You're not going to just.
waterproof-
Yeah, you're not going to put your dick in there and not use lube. That
This
just
is
sounds
what I was saying. Where I don't
counterproductive.
think it's 100% actually for masturbation. They
Yeah.
just know that people will use it for
Right.
that.
Well, no,
Because,
it
They made it for
is
that,
made
but
for
that's
it.
not how they market it.
Well, no,
Right.
it is paid for, but the problem is like they said at the top, the rest of this seller with its extremely poor quality, and if there's a problem, they're not responsible. So please identify the seller. Blah.
And-
so they already had a scapegoat at the beginning. So
And the thing though, it
yeah.
says it's food grade silicone. So how do we know
Well,
what can be
here's
used
the
in
other
there
thing.
without it
So
degrading?
At least it's
This
food.
seller has recently changed this, and I say recently, it
Yeah,
could be any
yeah.
time. Because I was looking at the
Yeah.
video, it's for a totally different item that is a food cleaner.
Mm-hmm.
So they've they've kept the link and changed the item. They've edited it.
Okay.
Which happens a lot on Amazon with questionable products. So
Right.
if you look down, it's those ultrasonic cleaners for fruit that you put in a bowl of water with the fruit. That's what these videos are for.
See, and then right
it's
there it
this
says automatic
product.
telescopic masturbator, while it's saying banana cleaner on the other
And
side.
it totally says that. It says
Yeah.
It's like,
and so
yeah.
and then that looks like what when we were selling the fleshlights, that's what the inside of the fleshlights look
Right.
like, is the top little image thingy. And then
Wash
look,
the
sperm.
banana.
Look, sperm is coming out of the end of this.
You're right, it is. It's there's stuff going.
that's
Look
what
at,
I
look at
meant.
the right hand side. Look at the stuff going in the right hand side. It doesn't look like sperm, does it?
It's literally sperm
But
coming
again,
in
like-
and going out of it.
I look at so many of these sorts of products, and I don't mean just masturbatory tools, like
Oh,
just
that's
shitty
scary.
products from
Right.
like cheap companies where you see
Yeah.
that
Sure,
they've
you
got
do,
a
Vila,
picture and then they've edited shit on with it,
Mhm.
and like
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
right now I'm gonna buy a
I'm
dildo.
sure
I go
it's
to a
just
proper
shitty
shop.
products you're looking at.
Now, I'm not going to
So-
buy a cheap dildo off Amazon, all right? If I'm going
No,
to buy one,
I-
I'm going to go somewhere good and get some bougie shit that'll actually make
yeah,
me
go
feel
to
good
the
and not
Dragon.
give me an infection.
We've learned most of us, I hope, and like we'll do a PSA right now. Most of us have learned, don't buy the cheap fucking dildos or vibrators or whatever, because they're going to break down very fast. You
Oh,
might
yeah.
as well spend a little bit extra money to get like the higher or mid to higher quality. You might as well just go for the higher quality because, like, if it's good product, you're going to use it again and again. And the other thing is you have to remember is you have to clean it before, you have to clean it after. So there's post, during, and then
the extras are worth it.
It goes through a lot of stuff inside and out of you, but not just that. But you have to clean it more. And if you're not cleaning it the proper way, it's going to break down and degrade and
your
you know how many times when I was working at the porn store, I had people coming in and it's like, why is my dildo all gummy?
Whose dick is hit mic? Right.
Well, I'm like,
fuck.
Baby, your mic is all screwed right now.
I would say if you're going to buy stuff like that, buy it from a reputable company, not from Amazon.
Yeah. And
Adam and Eve in America.
Adam and Eve,
Adam and Eve in America, they have a lot of promotions. A lot of YouTubers will have a promotion. It's always something like 50% off your one item on your first order, something like that. They've been going for like 50 years apparently, and they donate money towards HIV fighting HIV.
That's good. That's good.
And stuff
very good.
in America. They're not a UK company. They don't ship to England, I don't think. So they're a great one. In England, we have a few as well. I think in England we have Love Honey or something. Go with a actually good reputable company. Amazon are great for certain things. Don't get me wrong. I use Amazon a fucking lot.
Right.
But never buy things like
never buy toys
from Amazon. Never buy food stuff. Don't buy makeup. Don't buy skin products because there is a massive counterfeit market on Amazon. Amazon aren't responsible for the items they sell in a lot of ways, right? You are buying through them generally they're a third party seller, right?
Yeah, I know. That's what I was looking at.
They're not responsible. They sell so much counterfeit makeup, and that stuff is could have literal fucking lead.
And honestly, you're better off going to a makeup place where you live. It'd be cheaper on you in the long run with all the extra stuff you have to pay besides the product. Just
but
know.
No, but I don't use makeup, but I would say for makeup it's exactly the same because do realize it is something you're gonna put in or on your body.
On yourself, yeah. Exactly.
You want that
so
be
you don't
safe.
want
You want that to
treat
be
yourself. You are worthy of getting the product properly. All right.
Yeah.
Not just because you deserve to have something lovely in your life, but because you deserve better than having some awful counterfeit stuff on your face that can make you very sick. And in America, you're going to pay more with medical bills than you would have saved than just getting the actual product from a normal shop.
Yes, exactly, Timely. And before we get to the poll, and we'll give you about 20, 30 more seconds, is remember, folks, you do not want to break off a cheap something inside of you and have to go to the hospital and have somebody take it out.
That is so embarrassing.
Exactly.
Just
yeah. You know how many times I broke stuff off inside of me and other people, and luckily we know how to
zen
and calm down and then push it out because that's the other thing that people have.
Yes, true.
Tense up.
If it gets up in there, you gotta just.
And they cause exacerbation to the area, which causes swelling, and sometimes they get it stuck in there. When as soon as you realize you have to just go, okay, how do we make sure
relax?
Yeah, just chill. It's just like with One Man, One Jar or whatever it was called. Dude did exactly what he was supposed to do. He literally just was like, okay, this glass broke inside of me. I need to just zen, and he literally did exactly what he needed to do, so he didn't die. That's why he didn't die.
It's what I had to do for my first hook pull. There's
all kinds of things where something goes wrong.
Holy shit! There are things poking out of me, and I'm about to go up in the air and just need to breathe. And
like when I do sideshow. Or we do fetish scenes or other things like that, or I'm letting people modify me. The calmer that you are, the more zen, the more you're grounded, the more that you're just chilling, the less you're causing trauma to the body, and then the experience is going to be way less. Because if you're stressing and you're tightening
You're tensing. Everything's gonna tense
then
up.
then
like,
then everything, all the cells, all that stuff are all. And the other thing about that is, if you're not breathing properly, you're causing the blood to not run the proper way that it's supposed to, and so it is going to cause pain through that as well, because you're going to be causing pockets of the blood to sit there for longer than they're supposed to. So you need to have like circular
it just
breathing.
has to flow.
Yeah, exactly. Totally. And I know that's very difficult. Then,
It
it's one
is.
guy, one jar, or whatever it was. Like that was the thing about.
Bill doesn't know what it is. Bill,
You don't know.
there's a viral video in the 2000s.
No, it was from like
Look it up.
No, it was from like 1995. It was like 1998 or something. Like, yeah, it's that old. Because I saw it when I was 16, and I was 16 in 1995 or 1996.
I saw it when I was 15, 16.
Yeah,
That's so funny.
Yeah.
So it went, re-viral in like the 2000s.
It's probably rediscovered. Yeah,
it's of this man who got a mason jar and shoved it up his butt, but the problem was he didn't have the lid on, which caused it to not be structurally sound and meant the sphincter muscle crushed the glass.
See, so what I think actually happened is he kept using the same glass jar over and over again, which causes structural failure eventually.
Right.
I think he had done that multiple times with that exact
from the pressure. Yeah.
But I think he just kept, what we do when we do sideshow in certain acts, you only do it so many times and you throw that thing away and you get a new one, right? Because it's going to fail eventually. So to me, when I watched that, it seemed like he knew exactly what he was going to do with that size of a thing. The problem is, unfortunately for him, like somebody look up when that actually came out, please. Because I would like to be proven wrong that it was way later than that. But I swear to Bob,
my sideshow has always been fire dancing.
But unfortunately for him,
I don't doubt that, because I found it on eBum's World, which is always a collection of much older videos from other sources. I do not doubt you that it came out way earlier.
So really fast, the unfortunate thing for this gentleman is at sex shops in a lot of places, there were not things that were that big or putting up in that area yet.
Okay, 2008 is what I'm seeing, but that's could have been when it did a resurgence on it too.
Cool.
Yeah.
Even then, I swear to Bob, I saw it when I was like a teenager, because we were going through all these sex acts, and my best friend's mom I was being taught how to be a dom at 16, and I know that's illegal, and you should not do that. Nobody,
right?
Whatever.
It is what it is. Just
but that means I just have way more time under this, doing this stuff. But anyways, so.
That explains so much. Oh.
Well, there's a lot of stuff that we're going to be.
Yeah.
Doesn't it though?
And believe it or not, I found on IMDb.
Okay. That's hilarious. Oh my God.
It cannot be 2008.
Well, that could have been when it was
I saw it when I was 15.
But what I'm saying is that could have been when it was reintroduced. Right.
What are we talking about?
Okay, let me look.
One man, one cup.
It says one guy, one jar.
Is it jar or cup?
One guy, one jar.
Okay.
Because
it's that's the cup thing. Okay, yeah. Anyways, let's try
December 4th, 2008. The original video was uploaded to adult media website eFucked, which is where I saw it.
Okay. I don't know. Okay.
eFucked was a collection of, it says adult media. It wasn't just, it was porn, but like the bloopers from porn and shit like that. It was hilarious. Sorry.
So when I was a teenager, my best friend was a hacker, and we were on the dark web a long time ago. Like I saw, son of a beach. I'm going to have to say this, and I want to. I saw porn videos of women that were tied to a water wheel, and the water below was being electrified, and they actually would go and get electrocuted through the
that's
water
hot.
and then get pulled back up.
That's
Yes,
fun.
it is.
That's
I
I was
hope,
just thinking the same damn thing, sis.
I hope it was very, very consensual, because a lot
I
of
do
times when we
too.
saw some of these like underground videos, it's like, I hope they're not being
I
sex
hope,
trafficked.
right?
Yeah, you're
Right?
like, I
Like,
hope that they signed the NDA or they signed
they
a
signed the
contract saying,
thing. They
and
welcomed
most
this.
of the-
They wanted this. Like,
yeah,
please, please tell me
of the-
that.
most of the time, you would see the same DOM with the kind of the same subs.
Yep.
You know, in these certain websites, you're like,
Okay, they're
they
part
don't
of a
feel-
thing.
Yeah, you feel like it's a family. You know, like not blood related, but you know,
No, there's family and then there's family.
yeah. But like when I was a teenager, my friend found like so much crazy stuff on the interwebs. I don't know if it was how dark of the webs it was at the time, because I saw some stuff and I was like, I don't think we should be watching this stuff. You know,
Okay,
like it
for
was
you
very,
to say
very
that you didn't
risque.
think you should have been watching it, I'm a little worried.
Well, my homie would just be like, "Hey, look what I found," and it's weird, crazy crap going on. And you're
Watch
like,
this
"Is that
lady.
legal?
Oh,
Like, is
okay.
that actually
Oh,
legal?"
I think I found where the thing is. So it looks like here, worldwide from
Okay,
2004 to present, right?
Yeah.
In January of 2004, search terms of one guy, one cup.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's
Okay.
what I thought. It was called One Guy, One Cup.
And
That's
then
what I
Yeah.
was-
They said that's also known
it
as, yes.
surged in about 2008 of one guy, one cup, one
Okay,
guy, one
okay.
jar, one guy,
Once again,
one jar, word and number.
Yeah, there's
yeah.
it's different names, I
Once
think.
again, I don't. I swear to Bob, I saw it when I was a teenager, but maybe my brain doesn't want me to remember it that way. But I saw a bunch of crazy stuff, and I know Bill Portley. That's exactly.
Oh,
I saw
okay.
some videos where I swear to Bob, I saw people die in weird stuff. But when you're 16 or 18 and you're watching the web stuff, you're like, who do I talk to? At the time, I didn't know who to call. You know, nowadays there's so much. You actually,
I was watching Faces
If
of
we-
Death at 12 years old.
Yeah,
Same.
There's
If we are
nothing.
around
I
the
was-
same age, we saw the same shit. Like
I
I'm
was like
38.
14. Yeah, when I was like 14, when I saw Faces of Death 1 and 2 or whatever, and some of the other stuff. And then, like I said, my homie was a hacker. He literally hacked into the in eighth grade. He hacked into the school system and he changed all of our grades so we passed.
Yes. Yep. That was me.
Yep, I had a friend that did that.
So
I was
literally,
that friend.
like I said, literally, I would go over to his house and he'd be like, "Watch this shit," and it would just be some fucking crazy shit. And
It's
you're
some
like,
war games bullshit,
Wait.
is right?
but again, in 1998, who do you call? What do you do? I didn't.
Ghostbusters.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know.
Sorry.
So I saw a bunch of crazy screwed up crap, and because I was like working around the industry, and a lot of people did weird crap around me that they should not have done, but that does not say that everybody in those aspects do that. I pushed myself into the streetwalker, running the tracks, being around fetish and porn and all that stuff. I threw myself into it because I wanted to be there. I did get abused in Christian school when I was very young, and that may have been why I pushed. And once again, I'm going to talk about this in one of the streams. I'm going to do a stream about my body dysmorphia.
Please do.
Struggle and my thingy
dude,
mabobber
please
happening
do.
to
I will
me,
be there for that.
which was multiple times throughout my life. I've had multiple times where somebody forced me somewhere to do things that I did not want to do, And I want to talk about those so that people understand my
Aw,
struggle as
bro,
well.
I
Because
am so
recently
sorry.
something happened where somebody, like I obviously need to talk about these struggles in front of everybody. So, anyways, let's keep blowing on. It looks like I did not know we were gonna flip the script so fast, but Camel Beauty Contest looks like it's number 1 right now. If we have anybody who wants to put an entry into the poll, go ahead and do it now. Otherwise, we're going to stop this and we're going to go in that order. And I thought Trans Jesus was going to be further up there, but that's
Dude,
okay.
I want to talk about Trans Jesus. I am
right.
Who is trans? Like, what?
Yeah, no, it's a very interesting theme bobber that I came across.
So I've just tried to look. Apparently, I can't find a proper date for it, but the guy was originally doing it as like porn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was
did a couple of them.
thing.
He did a
Then
few
it
of them.
went online because people locally knew it was him. But the videos online that we saw, we never knew the name of the person.
Right.
And it says here officially, he is the same guy that did the screwdriver and the thingy. And apparently that it isn't something he normally does. He has a wife and kids. It seems that he's very much straight.
Yeah,
and
well,
that,
straight people can still like eating peg.
He used the cookie jar.
Yeah.
Not a regular jar. He used the cookie jar while his wife and kids were out.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and end the thingy-mabobber.
I did put a few links in there about it, so
yeah,
look it up on their own time.
Yeah, definitely. Go ahead and check that out. If you don't know what we're talking about, you'll find out very soon. And if you don't want to see something very, very intense, trigger warning, don't look it up if you do not want to see a bunch of blood coming out of somebody's orifice. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to end the poll right now. And if Baby Cheeks is here, then we'll put down as soon as it shows it for me. Why is it not showing it? Anyways, we're doing the camel first.
Phrasing.
Yeah, there we go. I needed to go to that. So the Camel Beauty Contest is first. The Coke Tobacco Plants is second. Tentacle Nails is next, and then Trans Jesus. And we had 21 votes.
In the
I just had Depeche Mode go through my head when I heard Trans Jesus.
Trans Jesus.
Your own personal Trans Jesus.
Yeah, that's a good one. My brain for some reason was thinking at the Trans Casbah, but never mind. So here we blow with sorry. Here we blow. So Qatar hosts Camel Beauty World Cup.
Oh God.
And they assure that they are cracking down on painful and disfiguring cosmetic procedures on camels to make them more beautiful.
Are actually getting cosmetic surgery on camels? Oh my
God. To make them more beautiful.
Poor camels.
Hey, in the Western world, they do it with dogs.
I know.
I don't condone that either. That's so stupid.
Yeah,
it's stupid, but like I kind of get it. Like if that's like the animal that you have around, like you're gonna be like, oh,
it's like
mine is better than
horse
yours,
or sheep, or all these other fun things.
You like dogs?
He does like dogs, but anyways, we'll talk about that later. Okay, so since November 24th, Qatar Camel Mizayan Club has been hosting the Camel Beauty World Cup, which wraps up tomorrow. And this was a couple days ago or a week ago. It doesn't matter. The daily Mail features a story about the competition along with a video showing both human and camel participants in the competition. At the beginning of the video, Ahmad Jabbar Al-Beh, which I'm sure I fucked the shit out of that fucking pronunciation, but it doesn't matter. I'm sorry. President of the Qatar, and since there's a Qatar, which they're very, very corrupt, and they like swing a lot of things, and that's what we're going to talk about in the World Cup next, that they've done a bunch of crazy stuff. And that's why I think it's funny that they're like doing this, just like Trump was doing the beauty contests in the Americas.
Right.
It kind of seems like the same thing almost. But anyways, keep going. So
take care, everybody. I'm gonna go.
All right.
I love you all.
Bye,
Love you,
Sunshine.
love you too. And we'll see you. Thank you for joining us.
Bye.
So the idea is similar to the soccer World Cup. Anyways, we did a Camel Beauty World Cup, and we had participants from the Gulf Corporation Council, and we have big names. And today is the 5th day of the tournament, and they put. I'm just gonna roughly go over this because it doesn't matter the actual logistics, except for they reached $10 million. And the price of the camels reached that much, which would be 2,750,000 USD, 15 million, which is 400,000 or whatever the fuck. It doesn't matter. This is what they raised, or that's how much they went for the camels.
That's crazy. And but this says "or" on there, so there's like three categories for it.
Yeah. Is this them? No, that's something different. Damn it! I was hoping there'd be a video of them starting out the camels. I wanted to see some camels being,
See, that's
shown.
what I'm talking about. That one paragraph. Wait, go down.
Which one? Because I was going to read.
There was a paragraph that showed in blue where they injected the camel's lips with Botox and stuff.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, do you want to read this one?
It says authorities discovered dozens of breeders had stretched out the lips and noses of the camels, used hormones to boost the animals' muscles, injected heads and lips with Botox to make them bigger, inflated body parts with rubber bands, and used fillers to relax their faces.
And that's why I wanted to go over this, because they did that. And then also, will you read down here, or will you read this, Mama?
Which one?
I just
put
made
it down a bit because
you need to go down a bit or up a bit. I'm not sure. Right there.
Sorry.
Some guy, we'll just say some guy.
Yeah, totally.
The chief festival organizer said work had been done to stop tampering, which includes the use of Botox and fillers, with the camels being put through X-rays and other monitoring. We had a professional veterinary staff and advanced equipment, and we worked to combat tampering and limit the spread of cosmetic materials, he said. Corruption was fought seriously at the Camel Festival.
Okay, sorry. Oh,
now there's a difference between that and the beauty contest over here. You're not allowed to do that shit to your body and be able to qualify for a beauty contest over here.
That's what they're saying. They're doing that over there now.
That's not true.
Can you imagine? Well, no.
They're not supposed to. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, no, exactly. But really quick, before we get to the next subject, can you imagine going to the dog competitions that they have over here, and they're like, "Oh, you're injecting your whatever with whatever."
Right,
I'm sure they do it. I'm not saying that they don't.
It could be.
Did you mean the women or the dogs?
Both. Never mind. No,
I thought you meant the female pageants. I'm like, no,
I'm
talking, work done. That
I'm
is
talking
normal.
the female and the animals. Usually, if they find there's work done, they get disqualified. Because a lot of times it's supposed to be your natural beauty.
That's not allowed, except for like the docking of ears and tails, which it depends. Some find it really ethically not okay, and they don't let you in for it. Others, whatever. But with actual female beauty pageants, no, that's not banned.
I don't know. I'm assuming it is, but I would
And
think
the
it would
ones
be
over
because they want your
and the
natural
ones
beauty, not worked on.
Yeah.
beauty.
It's supposed to
Definitely
be a
don't want
natural
natural beauty.
thingamabobber.
Otherwise, they would ban
Um,
everything else that makes it unnatural.
In the Americas, I believe anybody under 17 has to be completely natural. And then once you start getting to the different ones, I think you can start doing other augmentations, but I think there's limitations. I think you do have to like specify or something, because I think somebody did get disqualified for having something done, but we can go over that another time.
One
we
of
can
them
definitely.
got banned for being trans.
Yeah. So, you know what I'm saying? So once again, we can definitely go over that in another time and another thing. I just thought it was hilarious that people are getting fined, or now the Camel contest by the Qatar is clamping down on no camel modifications. We had to go over it, Okay, what was the next subject? It looks like the cocaine tobacco plants.
Yep.
So give me just a second. For some reason, scientists have genetically modified tobacco plants to grow cocaine on their leaves. Why? So we can now be addicted to cocaine and tobacco all at the same time. We just go to one place and you just get addicted to both.
Okay. Well, that's convenient, huh?
Yeah, exactly. You just go to one drug dealer now. So
it's one-stop shop right there.
Nicotine, yeah, exactly. You just go to your crack dealer to get your cigarettes as well, right? Tobacco and cocaine mixed together. The reason why I think they did this, though, is because what they're trying to do is they're trying to make cocaine that is used for pharmaceutical purposes, right? And so it's just a pharmaceutical thing they're trying to do to make it easier to make cocaine in the Americas. So we don't have to go and buy cocaine off of foreign countries. But let's get into the itchiness of not having enough of this stuff. Never mind. So researchers have produced an entire biochemical pathway for how coca plant makes plants make cocaine in another plant, which could help people manufacture the drug for scientific study. And I also think for like medical purposes as well, because people do use it for different purposes. I think there's still a couple things that they do use pharmaceutical cocaine for in the Americas. I could be wrong. But anyways, the complex biochemistry that sees coca plants make cocaine has been unpicked and has been replicated in a relative of the tobacco plant. So what it does is inside of the leaves is where I believe it makes it. They just added a new microorganism which causes it to actually manufacture this from the plant naturally. It was not changed, DNA changed or anything like that. It was just made so that it began producing it because it's so close to the other plant. Yeah, that's all that it gets at in this. I tried to look up like more stuff from it, but I didn't really find that much more of it. But now they're beginning to do that, I guess. So
wow.
I don't know how much tobacco is in it. That's very interesting. I'm going to try to delve more into it once I find out more about it, but they just recently developed this way to make
the thing
cocaine.
Is, tobacco's not addictive. The nicotine.
No,
is
it's the nicotine.
And nicotine is additive to tobacco.
So maybe they made it so there's no nicotine, but it's Coke or something.
Right. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll try to delve into
that. That's why cigarette companies were allowed to be sued, because they lied and said that the nicotine was they put into the cigarettes is not addictive when it really was. And that's why people were to sue if they got cancer and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But tobacco in and of itself, I don't think has nicotine.
No, because you can grow it with very, very, you can grow it with very, very little. Just like magic mushrooms, you can grow that strain with like no psilocybin, or you can
Right.
keep developing it or using it and making it stronger, and eventually you will. Like when you first begin, I don't know this from firsthand, wink wink nudge nudge, allegedly when you buy spores offline, or when you first get your little spores to grow magic mushrooms and you start building your colony, the first couple batches are going to be very, very weak. And so you just have to keep doing it over and over again until you build up a colony that has a lot of psilocybin in it. And what you do is you find the mushrooms in the first couple colonies that have more, and then you use their spores and you do it over and over again. And you can buy them that you can have, but I started I began doing this in like 1994 when you could like open up these like anarchist magazines and you could order psilocybin spores out of there, and they were very, very low grade. Go ahead.
So just says here that nicotine is actually a compound present in the tobacco plant.
Yes, I just read that. Yes.
Yeah.
But cigarette companies add more
FDA.
to make it addictive. Basically.
and
It's already addictive in plant form anyway.
But so what I don't know is, I don't know if they're replacing that with a Coke, and instead of growing nicotine, it's growing the cocaine. But anyways,
Coke is more addictive than that anyway. So
I'll be curious to know if the nicotine in tobacco itself, that's naturally occurring in tobacco, is as addictive as what's in cigarettes. I'd be wondering if they ever did a study with that.
Yeah.
If it's less addictive or the same or whatever, you know? Because if that's the case, why would they add nicotine to the cigarette tobacco?
I've never heard of them adding it. Just so it's naturally in.
They also said it's an additive, and that's where the cigarette companies got.
Cigarette companies do have additives. They add formaldehyde to them. They add these other chemicals.
What I'm saying though is that's where they got dinged in the 90s or something in courts because they lied and said their product wasn't addictive or something like that.
Right, but
come to find out that they put additives in there.
Yeah. So really quick.
The additives are formaldehyde and the other things. The formaldehyde is what causes cancer, not the nicotine itself. The nicotine is addictive. The additives that they put in cigarettes, like formaldehyde and other things, are the things that cause cancer. Like, we know formaldehyde is a carcinogen. It's literally a corpse preserver. It's what they use in embalming fluid.
Right.
But
so our bodies produce formaldehyde too.
Yeah. So the nicotine naturally occurs in tobacco. That's the addictive compound. They add additives to stop it going moldy, to keep it moist, to keep it fresh, and that's what gives cancer.
Well, not all companies. There are natural companies.
No, there is American Spirit is a very nice tobacco. I used to smoke it. It is completely additive free, but because it's additive free, it can be a little dry. But you can combat that by just doing something like little spritz of water on.
Yeah, but people are still getting cancer from smoking that.
Here's what I found. This is from truthinitiative.org. They're big on tobacco and stuff. Experts found that big tobacco companies genetically engineered their tobacco crops to contain 2 times the amount of nicotine and adjusted their cigarette design so that the nicotine delivered to smokers increased by 14.5%. So they modified made the nicotine.
Yeah, and that's
so
what
they didn't add it, but they made it to where it made it worse to make it more addictive.
Genetic modification will have happened for high yield. That means they can use less. They can pad it down. They can do all kinds of fucked up shit to it, which they do because smoking companies are fucking evil.
And then it also says here that they also add stuff to make it easier for your body to absorb that nicotine as well. So that's where they got dinged in the courts, where they could be sued for people getting lung cancer.
Yeah, and whichever version of the tobacco, people are getting lung cancer no matter which. But anyways, really quick, Queen Cat Lady. So what it is they're making it so that the leaves are growing cocaine on it, actual cocaine, the actual chemical thing. So it's turning whatever process they're using to make it into the other they're just making it so it's growing cocaine on it because like the leaves are so close to it in DNA or in the species.
So they're making
And
like
so
a hybrid, do you think?
yeah,
Like
it's
a
like
hybrid
it's a
kind of?
hybrid, but I don't know how much nicotine is being produced
Okay.
in it yet.
Right,
I just
right.
know that instead of nicotine, it's making cocaine. I
Probably.
could be wrong. But anyways, let's blow on to the butt plugs and tentacle nails inside Grace Wardlaw's world of
Wardlaws.
glass.
Wardlaws.
Yeah, sure. Not delete laws, but ward
Not
laws.
delete laws, ward laws.
Yeah. And so it took Grace Wardlaw a year and a half to watch the music video of Losa blah blah blah, premiering the collaboration between doesn't matter. Let's see where she began doing this. So, adorning her hand-blown glass creations on their fingertips. She is a Canada-based artist. She's not sure what held her back, but she is doing.
This is about imposter syndrome. I don't know. Okay, here we go.
She is making these glass thingy-mabobbers. I wanted to get into. So here is her blowing the glass, but
She's blowing the glass.
yes,
Lucky
let's
glass.
Blows the glass.
Let's
Mhm.
get into so like
So
she
gives
has this,
literal
like,
blowjobs. Mhm.
yes, exactly. So she does this, but then also I don't want to play that. I was hoping there was going to be a couple more.
Let me get a copyright.
So here's
claim on it.
photos. Here's photos of what she's created.
Okay.
So that's all made out of glass.
Weird. That's cool.
All of those.
Interesting.
So that is one of her semi butt plugs. Obviously, it's wrapped around a lovely lady's neck.
Oh wow.
That is one of her claw butt plugs.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. There's a mask that she made.
Wow. Oh, those are the things. Okay.
Yeah.
Those would freak me out.
And then just to wear in your ear, or just to
Have in
be
your ear. So you can have a little earworm in your ear.
Totes.
Rings.
She calls this the kitty claw. And then that she does have a lot of other things on her website. So
interesting.
So she did all of this stuff in there.
Nails,
So the nails she did, the rings, and the forehead thing she did. Obviously, she did not make that girl blind. That is not why she has white eyes in. But so
don't know if she's blind or she just has contacts in.
No, she has the contacts in. No, she totally has the contacts in. That was just being stupid. I don't think we need to say any much more exactly about her.
Yeah, it doesn't really say much in there. Just all her collaborations and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, she's been doing stuff since 1996, making adornments and other things for that. So everybody go check her out. Once again, her name is Grace Wardlaw.
Wardlaw. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Let's see what is the next one.
Where do we go from here?
Oh, trans Jesus. Okay, well here is
Harry. You took a nap with this show on, Harry. Really?
That's fine. That's fine with me. I don't mind. Anyways, thank you all very much. Yeah, thank you all very much for being here for me in the side chat and for liking. If you have not, please subscribe and please hit the bell notifications and say all, because we do this stuff constantly and we're always doing weird, crazy stuff of the mabobbers.
Right.
So the last subject we've got for tonight is trans Jesus, and the reason why this came up. Okay, there we go.
All wrong. Oh, okay.
The reason why this came up is because there was let's go through it. And Oh wait, just stop! No, oh god dang it! I hate when these things go on. I don't know where to press to get it to go away. No, okay, let me try that right quick. I don't know why Daily Beast is being so weird about their stuff.
Yeah,
but
there are some that automatically do that before you could even look at it. They want you to subscribe first, which is they should give you at least 3 or 4 a month or something.
Well, I
some do.
subscribed, and now y'all want me to. Oh, you suck. Yeah.
Did it say log in somewhere though? Maybe I don't know.
Okay, just give us a second.
Okay, we'll give you a second. Okay, you done?
Well, let's see if it actually.
Right. Here's a link. Put the link to this website in the bit it says.
Whoa, excuse me.
Wrong place.
Get an ad blocker. Yeah.
There you go.
Brave browser is great
It's
for
this
that.
thing called 12-foot ladder, and they use it, and they take the link to the article, and they find the one that's on Google that's not on the paywall side of it.
Where did you post that?
I sent it to you in your DMs.
Oh.
Discord, sorry, because I was on my phone to do it, not on here.
Yeah, there's a lot of sites. Everything's behind paywalls now, which they should give you so many unlimited a month, and then you have to pay for it after that. Because I've been on sites where they actually have like news articles.
We'll see.
Like Maine, whatever, and they'll link a site, link an article, and when you go to read into it, you're like, I can't read into this. So, kind of just.
Okay, here we below.
Okay, let's try this one.
Okay, so
all right. It worked. Looks like it.
So the hysteria.
Keep that link at the ready for next time.
Yeah, for sure. So the hysteria over trans Jesus sermon gets it all wrong. So they're looking at this stuff. Last week, the media was abuzz with the scandal that a University of Cambridge dean had claimed that Jesus has been transgender. The news was first reported in Telegraph. Of course, it was in Telegraph, which is the right-wing media thingy over here. But anyways, the other outlets was the New York Post, and they're still kind of that way as well. And NBC Montana, I don't know, but Fox News quickly brought onto this. A piece of the Daily Mail, which is right-wing as fuck, claimed that worshipers were left in tears about Roe over Christ's wounds having a vaginal appearance.
Oh, dear God. Seriously?
Oh, my God.
The ruckus, which seems
Spears
to
will
have...
do that. Hello?
No, I know. It's hilarious, and that's why we're going over it, because it's so dumb. It seemed to be obscured by many details of the sermon and turned an art history talk into grand heresy.
Grand heresy, yep.
Seems to avoid one critical point that there is a long Christian tradition of interpreting the body of Jesus, though that it speaks to more inclusive communities. And it's a community, but
so they're reinterpreting the body of Jesus.
Tradition of that.
No, there's not. There's not.
I know. The event that participated the blowback was the lecture-style guest sermon delivered by Cambridge University junior researcher fellow Josh Heath in the chapel of the Trinity College. Heath, advised by Rowan Williams, a former Archbishop of Canterbury. Sure. The leading theologian. The subject of that talk was a book of the crucifixion called Christ's. I don't know why it's not capitalized, but sure.
And plural.
Okay. Yeah. This 1993 work joins a series of series of engravings by the French artist Henry. I'm not even going to try that.
Yeah.
With text from the poet Jean Claude René. Right? It would be not Renard. It's René, right? Anyways, it doesn't matter. Fucking matter.
Claude Renard and Raphael.
Renard. Would it be Renard? You'd actually.
Monticelli.
Okay. I didn't know if you'd actually say the D, but it doesn't even fucking matter anyways.
Not Celli. There's no H.
Actually, in Italy, that's a CH. They don't have CH.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So it's Celli, Monticelli. Yeah.
Monticelli. Anyways, doesn't matter. The Daily Beast obtained a transcript of the sermon to get a better sense of what happened. Monticelli, one of those more familiar of the art scene than I will already know, is an artist with a developed interest in the vulva, of course. It's thus not wholly surprising that it finds its way into the artistic depictions of the crucifixion. And in his analysis, Heath directed the audience to consider the ionic appearance of the wound in Christ's side and to ruminate. I don't know if I've ever seen that word.
I've seen ruminate, but I'm not sure what they're referring to.
Is that what it would? Is it ruminate on the suggested? So to sit and ponder about it, would that be what ruminate?
I think so. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yes, it is. Ruminate is to like sit, dwell, think, ponder.
Sweet. Okay, just making sure before we kept going. Possibility of the wound's appearance as vulva. Wait. That is weird the way they said that. The wound appearance as vulva has the thinking about Jesus I did. Is that worded weird, or am I just reading it wrong?
Let me read it. Hang on. In his analysis, Heath directed the audience to consider the ionic appearance of the wound in Christ's side and to ruminate on the suggestive possibilities that the wound's appearance as a vulva has for thinking about Jesus' identity.
Yeah, they missed the word a or something in there.
Yeah. There's something wrong with here, right? Yeah.
Sure.
So it's written. They need more better editors. Anyways, Monticelli is not the first artist to probe the feminine potential of the wound in Christ's. Wait, if you guys, if people are thinking about fucking Jesus's wound because it looks like a vagina, I think there's way more wrong with you than any other thing. Because
right,
a wound looks like a vagina, other than thinking about doing something with it, right? Like, what are you talking about? I don't even understand any of this bullshit. So his flap wound is 90 degrees. So it doesn't. Does any of this make any sense to anybody other than some weirdos or like? So this is exactly why. What is it called when you don't have abstinence? This is why abstinence is a horrible thing for humans. When you tell them to not have sex and they've not had sex at all, they look at Christ's side wound flaps as a vagina.
It's, you know what it is? It's pareidolia. It's like these idiots that go to Google Earth and they look at something and spin the Earth around to make it look like there's a dragon or a snake, big snake or big dragon on the Earth.
Well, how many?
That's
times
all they're doing with this.
Well, how many times has it been? What's his name that says he sees penises and everything, right? he always sees phallic symbols and all of these things. It's like, homie, you're projecting. You just want some cock. That's all. You just need some dick, dude.
Like depending on the era that they're drawn, there's either the whole thing of artists sneaking things in.
Sure, yeah, of course.
Because like they want to, it's a joke, it's their own little touch or symbology.
Yeah,
and like,
exactly.
Obviously, the vagina symbolizes life, rebirth, like birth, etc. And that would be something to do with Jesus being reborn, symbology like that. Also, the fact that there's a spear that penetrated him there.
Yeah,
that
penetrated, and then the vaginal blood came out because he did not consent to it. And
God's skin, like Jesus' skin is so amazing that, like, when it was
Jesus.
penetrated, he just had such oozing of life's creation that his
Oh, it
body
just
was like,
came. It
I've
just
been penetrated.
it
I
just
need to have
orgasmed out.
baby making hole.
He just orgasmed outside of his. Yeah, never mind. So
He
what it
nutted
says,
so
Babe,
hard,
I
he
gotta,
created a vagina.
babe, I gotta go get my mom. I gotta go.
yeah, do what you need to do,
I'll
baby.
see you after the
Cheese.
show.
Yeah.
All right, Queen. We'll see you later,
Later,
hon.
I'll
Queen.
come
We
back
love
if you're
you.
still on. Love you guys.
Okay.
Love you,
you.
hon.
Okay, so
Love you
what
too.
this says that I highlighted is vicarious sexual orgasm.
Yeah.
That's what they were talking about, and this like hole that was put into him. Like, what the heck? And like genderized and sexualized ways. Like, what are we talking about? Why are we talking about Jesus's holes?
Yeah. Why are they
when
reading into it more than they're
it's
reading into it too much?
so
you know?
weird that like, what are we talking about anymore? Like, no, the rest of this is all the same stuff. It's just like delving way too far into like his hole, and like, what does that need to do with any bald-headed but with a thick flowing beard, a young man whose beard is just beginning? You know, like, what the hell is all this like weird pedophilia like kind of crap? Or like,
Yeah, it's interesting. The things they used to describe are quite interesting.
and the way that they're doing it is just crazy.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus! Did I
Hang on. If the body
did I
of
read
Christ,
this?
as these works suggest, the body of all bodies, then his body is also the trans body, and their word is his word. Even for the most socially conservative, surely this must be correct.
He just said he's a
No
trans
matter how
body.
strongly opposed to trans rights you might be,
Right.
human beings are still,
They're still human
human
beings.
beings. And in that
Yeah.
sense, that makes perfect sense. And that is not, that's only controversial if you're a transphobe, by saying,
True.
if God made us all as we are meant to be, and we are all of God, we are in his image, then that means by default that he is also trans because he made trans people.
Yeah, no, totally. And there are definitely people that are
And
born
if
freaking
people are
trans.
up
Like,
in
they're
arms of
literally
that,
are born people who are
Yeah.
double, multiple, triple sex. I
But
mean, literally.
as I said, we're all human beings.
Yeah,
You know, we're all.
well, sorry,
yeah.
hold on. You all are human beings.
I'm sorry, you're a
still-
cyborg. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I got that. And there's some
I do have to
reptilians.
say,
Okay,
yeah,
I got it.
there's
Right.
But no,
we are
mama,
all
no, mama,
living
you're correct.
organisms
You're
that
correct. You're
deserve
totally
equal
correct.
rights.
Yes, I
Yeah.
agree
We're
with
not
that.
organisms.
Yeah.
We are all living entities
And
that deserve equal rights.
And whichever way that I choose to live my life, as long as I am not harming you directly and or myself directly on purpose, we should all be able to fulfill our idea of our existence. Because I don't want to go into the Americas has the thing of do whatever that thingy is, I forgot. The American dream, because that doesn't matter. It's everybody should be able to live their life the way they want, as long as they're trying to be as safe as possible doing
I
that
agree.
while fucking themselves up. Because we're all gonna fucking do drugs. We're all gonna take in sugars. We're all gonna take in caffeine.
Yeah.
We're all gonna take in nicotine. We can't stop addiction-esque stuff, but we can try to limit it, or you can take it in different ways, and there are different ways to
Or
do it. But
in
once
a
again,
safe way.
well, and there maybe not be, but that doesn't matter. The best of our knowledge, we get one existence that gets to go around this thingy mabobber once, at the best of our knowledge, right? There may be other ways that other things happen. You may go to another existence after this. None of us know. But
For all
since
we
we're
know,
here,
this is heaven, or this is hell. We've already lived our life.
yeah, and so
Yeah,
again,
maybe. Yeah.
we all need to delve into our satisfactions, our goals, and some of those may not be something that is completely not harming to us. Like if somebody wants to climb Mount Everest, that takes a toll on your life, right?
Yes.
Even if you survive. So we let anybody do whatever they want as long as it isn't trying to kill other people and order yourself directly, then go fucking for it. You
As
know,
long as
like
you are only hurting yourself.
well, and hopefully not directly. Yeah.
That's what I mean. Like, if you're it, because the thing is, a lot of these things we don't allow because it doesn't just hurt you; it hurts other people.
Yeah.
And like
Well, and if
again,
it
you
hurts
shouldn't
you-
really hurt yourself. I know that's hard, and I get that because I have tendencies to do fucked up shit to myself.
Yeah,
so
and when I was
get
younger,
it,
when I was younger, I was a cutter,
Yeah.
and that's why I get modified. I mean, so yeah,
I
of
mean,
course.
I'm still struggling with that.
Yeah, I know. We know.
but
We know.
It is what it is. I'm better-ish. I've not done it for quite a while, and I'm fingers crossed don't relapse again. But like.
But there's that chance,
I
yeah.
say to myself, like, oh, I only hurt myself, but no,
Yeah.
it hurts my friends, my family to see those marks on me.
Yeah.
And like, I don't want to hurt
as
them. I
someone-
only want to hurt myself, and I don't want to do that.
My daughter used to
gives me
cut
the drive
herself.
to not do it because I don't want to hurt other people.
Correct.
Yeah. So really quick, Mama, go ahead.
I was going to say my daughter used to cut herself, and she came to us to let us know what was going on, and we got her help.
Yeah.
And she stopped cutting herself. She has anxiety issues. She knows that, but she stopped cutting herself.
Yeah, and so that is the major thing that we want to go over really quick is if you are having problems with anything like that or you're dealing with mental struggles, please go and find some help. Talking to a therapist is way better. And there's a lot of us here that you can talk to on Discord that understand a lot of things.
Correct.
Like we've been through a lot, like literally I've been through some crazy ass shit and like, I mean, we're going to go over it and which I've already talked about on other streams, but we're going to go over more of my struggles and what I've been through and how I've almost lost myself multiple times, and so we're here for all of you, and that's what we need is more mental help and understanding and also therapy and things like that. And that's one of the reasons why we talk about stuff on this stream is for people who may be struggling. And remember, there's somebody out there for you. You're not alone. You aren't a nobody or nothing. And if you've done things in the past, you can work on making yourself a better person for sure.
Yeah, and we all have life experiences and we can kind of impart some.
I know I did some fucked up
that.
shit when I was a teenager, and I don't feel like sometimes I should be here to some extent because what the weird, crazy, fucked up shit I did. But that's why we do the streams, and that's why I'm here, and that's why I talk to people. And if people have questions or want help get through things, that's what we do is help with like. I don't call myself a therapist. There's no way I can do that. There's nothing I can call myself other than just a carny. But I have helped people get through some of their instances.
Experience.
Yeah.
And
Sometimes
I
the
can try
people
to
that
help
have gone
you.
through the same shit you're going through are better help to you than the people that are medically able to help you mentally.
And not just
I think you need a combination of the
combination.
Well,
but sometimes
and getting professional help is not a bad thing.
No, definitely.
It is normal.
But the other thing is, if you don't know where to get help, ask some of us, and then we can help guide you in the correct direction and stuff. And Schizma Crasher, if you're a vet and you need help and you don't know where to go, please hit up Skits. He will help you find that aspect of it. Other things like that, let us know.
And there's support groups
we'll
out
help
there
guide
as well.
You. Yeah. And
people that have gone through what you're going through, you all can talk it out with each other, and that helps as well.
Yeah.
So
now that we got to this morbid subject, or even though hopefully this helps somebody, I'm sure that it will.
Sorry to interrupt. I just remembered something on what we were just saying. If you're worried as well about money, because I know in America that is a big issue.
It costs a lot of money.
Even over here with the NHS, it can be a 6 months to a year wait for getting mental health help because unfortunately the NHS severely underfund mental health help, and there are so many people that need it. There's always a backlog. There are charities that can help you find a therapist either for free or at a minimal rate. And when I mean
Yeah,
minimal, I
so-
mean $5 to $7, $15 maybe.
Yeah,
We're talking like
totally.
that can be a lot of money to some people. But
And if you do have like a Medicaid, a Medicare, or something like that, I don't know what it is in the other countries, but if you have some kind of assistance, you usually can get it almost
you
100%
get
paid for.
Yes, you can.
Like I said, I don't know in other countries, so I'm just saying that to the best of my knowledge, in most countries,
like that, it may take a little while to get there, but there is a way.
Yes, and
And
there
like-
are 1-800 numbers or numbers that
Yeah.
you can call, suicide lines and things like that in your area. I don't know if it's the same for the world. I don't know if there's a 3-number thingy-mabobber anymore. But if there is, somebody put it in the side chat for whatever country you're in. But there's always a way for you to get help and to realize that what you're doing is affecting other people, and it will, no matter what. And please go out and try to get that help and to get yourself to be understood. And if you have body dysmorphia, if you have other weird things that are troubling you in your brain, your head, talk to people and find out where that goes, because a lot of us have crazy stuff. I mean, I have to talk to like 5 different people inside my head like every fucking day. That's where Cookie McSweet Tits and some other people came from. You know,
right.
You know, like
your coping mechanisms. I get that. Yeah.
I have PTSD. I have drug addiction problems. I have so many things going on, and body dysmorphia. So we get it.
Yeah.
I put in for the UK.
Thank you.
The NHS number, which has the list for the Samaritans, Campaign Against Living Miserably, aka Calm, Papyrus Childline, SOS. Then there's also the text line if you are in a place where you cannot speak verbally but you need to talk
to somebody
there's
still,
the shout line, and there's Young Minds. So this is the one for adults and under 18. So if you're under 18, you probably shouldn't be here, but you're here anyway.
Sure.
And you also deserve the help.
Yeah, of course. And same within the Americas. I believe there's a 3-number thing you can put in. I don't remember what it is. And there's that, and there's a couple other things you can do. So just look it up locally. All you got to do is just Google help in whatever subject you are looking for, and you should be able to find it. Because especially everybody here who's here in this community, we love you all. We thank you all for being here, and you all matter to us for being here and sharing all these things with us. And the reason I keep pushing on is because I feel like somehow I'm still like giving out to the zeitgeist. So
you know what it is? It's a support system as well.
Yeah.
Everybody here online,
we're here for each
Not
other.
just people that are in our community, also people
right.
that
And
come
there's
pass
people
by.
that don't have a support system. They're the ones that tend to fare poorly.
The
and
three-digit number for America is 988.
Then Skit was mistaken.
He got it backwards.
You're
I think
close. I just
he was
looked
close.
it
He just
up.
got transposed the numbers.
FCC.gov is saying today 988 is a 3-digit nationwide phone number
there we go.
to connect directly to 988 suicide and crisis lifeline.
Gotcha. Okay.
And there's nicotine and other drug addiction lines as well. So if you need help with those, please go to those as well. So there's different ways that you can go into things. There's shelters. There's also places that are popping up around the U.S. for you can safe spots to go do drugs. So if you are addicted to drugs, you can actually go to certain places, hopefully in your area. I know it's very, very, there's only a couple.
Very, very
spotty. You can go and do them, and you can get a free needle that's clean. You can be in front of somebody. They can watch you. You can get therapy afterwards if you would like it. And
so this looks quite useful, this site.
Okay, so go ahead
it's
and
a database for helplines in all countries. They've got a drop-down menu where you can say what you want, and they've also got the emergency I need to leave button, which will close down the window straight away so no one can see what you are looking at in case you're in a situation where you need to get help with the number, but you need to keep yourself safe in case the person you are not safe with comes
I
in
like
the
that
room.
function. That's a good function.
So I'm glad we went over all of that fun stuff, which wasn't, but I'm glad that we gave out all that information for people to use
Slim,
because
that link should end up in your description.
yeah,
Last one that
I
Vila
will.
posted.
Yeah, I will definitely do
I
that
put them both
after
in, both
we
those
get
links
done.
in, I think.
Sure, I'll definitely get that in, and once we get done, I think this is where we're gonna end it. Tomorrow is the Widows stream. Vila, are you doing something tomorrow?
Tomorrow's Wednesday, isn't it? Yeah. No, I'm not.
No, today
not
is Wednesday.
Yeah, see, I'm out of it with days. No, I'm not doing anything tomorrow.
Okay, just make it.
I do want to get back doing the story videos and stuff,
And that's
but like
on Wednesdays.
everything. So
Yeah.
it was, yeah, because I just like the alliteration of like the V and the W, because obviously
Right.
like Eastern European languages, V and W are kind of closer. I thought it gave a nice alliteration.
Totally.
But,
So
yeah,
maybe next week.
I have no
whenever-
motivation at the moment.
I understand that. So, Mama, tomorrow is premiere.
Premiere Thursday. I'm doing my What the Hell Karen's first instead of having Ned doing his first. So it'll be 6 p.m. Eastern. So it's going to conflict with a lot of different things. But if you can watch it, if not, it'll be on afterwards. So you can catch it anytime.
Sweet.
If you can't catch a premiere. So 6 p.m.
Definitely.
tomorrow.
So, let's see. Friday, maybe Pip. If not, we'll do a game stream. Saturday, I am thinking about, but again, my heart needs to be in it. I may be doing my Slim Talks about it stream about my body dysmorphia experiences through my life and me being molested in Christian school as a kid.
Yeah.
Because I think that like that may help people understand or maybe help other people or get other people to talk about it or want to get help about things or whatever. I just feel like it's one of those things that I need to talk about at this point because there's been some misconceptions about my understanding of certain things. And so I believe I need to, at this point, talk about my experience through these. So, and that may be confusing to some, but that's okay. I'm just leaving it that vague.
It's probably going to be confusing as fuck, but what you're going to be talking about, at least to me. But I think it's good to know those kind of things.
Well, hopefully,
and I think it's also good for
think...
other people knowing that there's other people that have
Yes, that's what I was going to say. It's people that
are still going through it.
Yeah, they're like, oh my god, this guy's talking about it. Maybe I can talk about it too. And
I think it's
that kind of thing.
Extremely important to normalize this. It's important to normalize that you've gone through this or this or this.
Yes.
Like, it shouldn't be taboo. It's when your friend mentions that something's happened, you shouldn't be like, oh, feel awkward. Why do you feel awkward? You shouldn't need to feel awkward, and the person shouldn't need to not be able to talk about shit.
Right.
For that fear. Why? If we destigmatize it and normalize it, there won't be these issues, and it will be okay to just talk about it. And that means people are more likely to get help.
Yep. Exactly.
Like, I'm so proud of you feeling safe enough to do it, and also doing it because I'm a firm believer in it, and that's why, for me, I've always been a bit of a blabbermouth with it because, like, I will be damned if after all the shit that those people took from me, they will make me feel awkward for something that I had no fucking damn choice in.
Yes, you had no control over. Exactly.
No. And I'm that petty bitch that I live to spite them. Every day I take a breath is the day I laugh in their face and say, "Ha ha, you failed, bitch."
Exactly. Shake your fists at them.
You sound like me, Vila.
we'll go over that.
We know your heart.
Yeah.
And we got your back.
Yeah, and
we love you.
Thank you all. So we'll go over that probably maybe Saturday if I can get through that. If not, it will be the early.
Just do it in your own time frame. Yeah. Don't push yourself.
Yeah, okay? I'm pretty much there. Just Sometimes thinking about some of these things gets a little overwhelming. But
Yeah, I get
thank
that.
you all
I
very
can
much for
understand
being
it.
here, and we'll see you all in the next
Thank you, everybody in the
stream.
side chat. Love
Yeah,
you
we can say
all.
bye.
Bye.
Bye. I'm waving.
Bye.
You can't tell.